Let me be plain, point blank, simple, and to the point. Victor Ortiz, who lost by a fourth round TKO on Saturday night to Andre Berto in their rematch of their once classic initial bout. Victor Ortiz is done, y'all. Maybe a lot of you pretty much knew that before this fight. I believe I did. But we got absolute confirmation of it on Saturday night. He dropped Berto actually in the second round. Kind of caught him more off balance, but it was a legit knockdown. From that point on, it was all Berto. Third round, Berto applied more pressure, took control of the fight. In the fourth round, he dropped Ortiz with an uppercut. Ortiz got up, which I'm shocked that he got up because we all know, his MO for quitting. He got up, and, I believe he got dropped again. When he got back up, started to get up the second time, the referee, Jack Reese, was asking him, "Are you okay? Can you continue?" And you can never judge or say, "Hey, yeah, this guy could have continued," and whatever. You can only guess. And to be totally honest with you, it certainly looked like Ortiz probably could have continued. But we're talking about a guy who quit against Marcos Rene Maidana when he had a bad cut, and he just pretty much, the fight was too tough for him. Even though he had stopped or knocked Maidana down earlier in the fight, he quit on the fight. We saw him quit against Josecito Lopez when he had the broken jaw. Now, obviously, it was a broken jaw. Broken jaw is a legit injury, but we're talking about a boxer. I've seen guys, Jeffrey Matabula, continue to fight through a broken jaw. I've seen other guys as well. But, it would be different. If that was the only incident, I wouldn't be barking up the victor's acquitted tree. We also saw against Floyd Mayweather Jr. In that fight, Floyd had proved that he was a better boxer and he was getting the best of Ortiz. Ortiz started headbutting and using some other illegal tactics. And in my opinion, I looked at it as him trying to get out of the fight. He realized, hey, I can't beat this guy, so I'm going to go dirty style. If I get thrown out, I get thrown out, but whatever. So this, to me, is a long, long, long line, man, of this guy showing that when the going gets tough, he either chooses to run away or he tries to find some way out of a fight. This is true. I mean, I said this before. I said this back with the Josecito Lopez fight, and I got a lot of pushback. Victor Ortiz fans were going nuts, man. They were all over me. But come on, are we really? Come on, guys. Come on. I don't think there's any disputing this at this point. Berto gets the win, avenges the loss. Where does Berto sit? I mean, to me, in my opinion, Victor Ortiz should be done. He said he just needs a vacation. He'll be back. But Victor Ortiz is one of those guys. There's some athletes that you cannot listen to anything they say because everything they say is kind of like this delusional talk. Victor's definitely one of those guys. But, this is what he said. Now, but where does Berto go from here, though? What does he do? What I think would be like an interesting potential fight for him? What if he fights the loser of Keith Thurman, Sean Porter? The loser. Now, and if he beats the loser, then maybe he gets another title shot after that. Because, okay, he'll have beaten Victor Ortiz. He'll have beaten either Keith Thurman or Sean Porter. Maybe that's somewhere he can go with that. Or maybe a rematch with Robert Guerrero, so he can kind of avenge the losses that he has. Or, maybe he can be on that sort of thing. I don't know. I don't think he's done, though. He's definitely not the guy he used to be, but I don't think he's done. We'll see what happens after this. He did about, I believe what he's won, like either four of his last five or five of his last six fights, with the only loss coming to Floyd Mayweather Jr. So, you can't say Berto's done. You really can't. Do I think he can beat an elite welterweight? Nah, probably not. But hey, we'll see what happens. But that is what we have.